All right, welcome back to the Cool Cast Podcast, the coolest podcast on the planet. All right, so Primal season 3. I'm looking at it, the latest episode, and I'm thinking back, and I'm thinking about the one little dude that they showed up in the um the earlier I think that was season 4. I think that was episode 4. I'm starting to I gotta go back to season 2 and check out the latest episode on there and go back and revisit some things because I'm starting to think that the little dude is just one of the little homies out the village and shit that they live in or whatnot. So I'm thinking like and then I did and then they did reveal that the kid that Mira Bear was was a little lady. So but at the end of the latest episode that just dropped on season 3, the ending, like the outro, was the same as the latest episode on season 2. So it's like, hold up, wait. They played on us that whole time, like you know what I'm saying, had us thinking like that was it, and like Spill gone, and the whole time they had that shit put together to where they was gonna revive that boy, or maybe they didn't have that in mind. Maybe they thought on that in the latter, but I'm thinking they put that together like that there to blow our minds off. But I gotta go revisit that and see what's going on because I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh yeah, but I thought, yeah. But anyhow, I just gotta go back and revisit and see what's going on. But anyhow, Curb Your Enthusiasm. One day, I'm watching this little clip, and I seen that episode. I hadn't seen that episode quite a few times. I remember watching it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember it not being that funny to me. Like it just was. It just wasn't that funny because this the earlier season. Because when I first started watching, I skipped the earlier seasons due to the camera quality. Because it was like it started in '99, so it started getting raw though around like this probably was 2000 maybe 7 or something, 2008 or 9. The camera quality was looking better, and so I just started from there, and that's the reason why I did. And I be trying to like get off that about especially like because on Amazon Prime they be having like some underground films on there and shit. They don't be like no, like the actors be, you know what I'm saying, be unknown and shit. So I be like trying to like get over the camera quality and just watch some good movies and shit. It was one movie I saw. Anyhow, but yeah, the camera quality was good on that, but the film was horrible, and the acting was kind of it was like crazy. But anyhow, so I'm watching another episode, and I'm like, say like, how did I don't know what it was. I just didn't catch it. I didn't catch everything at that time. Maybe I don't know, but it just wasn't funny the first times I saw the episode, and watching that little clip made me realize like, holy shit, I gotta go back and I be watching Curb anyhow. I haven't watched it in maybe, I don't know, maybe like a month or so. I don't know, but it was like, yeah, I gotta back and revisit a lot of shit because I had no idea how funny that fucking episode was. You know what I'm saying? So like it remind me of like when me and my brother used to fucking watch House Party, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we was to watch that bitch, like, you know what I'm saying, times over. And we would always find some shit that we ain't see the last time we saw that bitch. Like the part in House Party when they were having a dance battle. And the one dude that had a little, I think he had a suit on, I think, and he was drinking the little old English, I think that's what it was. And like he tried to get out that bitch and dance, and he fell back, and then the chick, Gina from Martin was like, he drunk. It was one of the other chick from Baby Boy. One of them, she was like, he drunk. We went, me and my brother and that bitch rolling like, dog, nigga don't even fucking remember this scene like that. So it was a lot of scenes that we would catch each time we watched that motherfucker. But that shit was fucking hilarious. But yeah, that Curb shit, that shit had me fucked up though. That episode was crazy though. That shit was fucking, man. But yeah, I still gotta run down about that fucking Mission Impossible shit. Cause I was hearing about cats chopping up about something about the Lake of Fire, whatnot, and this and that one and this one. You know what I'm saying? And just watching motherfucking Mission Impossible, I'm like, the fuck going here? So and then I had a dream about the shit and all that shit. I'm like, man, I was being supposed to speak on it, but I ain't really want to chat about it because I be wanting to, but like, you know, nigga ain't in a position to be teaching and shit. So I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? But I do be wishing for shit to be screamed upon. But that's a whole nother level because of yeah. But and the Day 56. I still gotta chat about that shit too. That was they threw me for a loop because they had me thinking that boy was a fucking serial killer, man. The way they had him look at the girl, I'm quite sure they put that, look at her like this, so motherfuckers, are, you know what I'm saying, to throw motherfuckers off course and shit. You dig, you know what I'm saying? Because they got the whole heightening, you know what I'm saying? So that boy looked at her like, I'm like, fuck that boy, that boy fucking serial killer, like, yeah, man, that boy ain't like that, dude, man, we're chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit. But it was cool, of course. But High Potential, Will Trent. I mean, being with High Potential, not being felt like, I mean, the first few episodes, I kind of was like, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying. And Will Trent, Will Trent was kind of cool at first. Not kind of, it was pretty dope at end, but they just kind of started taking a turn. The deeper they got, they just started, you know what I'm saying, diving and just, it's like, shit. But nonetheless, it's pretty decent. But I don't know. En route, so to say. But I forgot what I was just thinking. Oh yeah, the whole Court in the Gym. Like, it's, I don't know, like I always speak about, especially the sitcoms that have the audience. You know what I'm saying? You know, when a motherfucker pop a joke and then the audience start laughing. I hate those shits. I hate them. I was watching Cheers the other day. And I kind of like Cheers, but I just don't like the fact that that's why I hate sitcom, because they always have like this one setting, kind of like, you know, and Cheers is like, they always look like, they seem like they always just in that bar, and it's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. But I like the chemistry that they got with, like, you know what I'm saying, the characters, everybody kind of like blend. I like maybe that's something from the 80s or something, I don't know, but I just like the way they kind of blend in together or whatnot. But I don't know if I can really watch too much of it, you know what I'm saying, because it's like, and then like it's a sitcom, so they, you know how they overdo shit. But anyway, Ruby, Gracie, Cheryl, Dana got moments in that bitch too, you know what I'm saying, and they got moments in that bitch, and they got moments in that bitch too. But it's the Cheryl, Ruby, and Gracie, dog, like their performance is, man, like, I just be like, what the fuck? Especially them seeing those, like, how the fuck do we even fucking remember they lines like this? Like, this, like, though, they was built for that shit. Like, they was just bred for that shit. Like, it's like, man, this motherfuckers got some shit. But, you know what I'm saying, in certain cases, it's like, you know what I'm saying, is they reading, I don't know. I was like, well, that shit just blows my fucking mind, like, how well they performing it. But, like, you know, it's a sitcom, so it be shit in there that it's just disturbing and shit. But, however, whatever. Oh, but there's another thing I want to lay on y'all. La Romeo told me about this. I used to play with Tennessee Titans on Madden and shit, right? You know, first time playing with them dudes, not Chris Brown at running back, you know, George gone and shit. So Chris Brown at running back, so I'm clowning around like, Chris Brown, like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the homie that be singing and shit, joking around. Years later, I'm chopping it up with Romeo, because, you know, La Romeo, Bow Wow, Lil Zane, Lil Sammy and shit. We got an album coming out and shit, you dig? So in the studio, I'm chopping up with La Romeo, clowning around about, like, you know what I'm saying, about Chris Brown, playing with Chris Brown on fucking. It's a TV show out about this guy hollering at the Master of Disguise so he can go back and play college football at quarterback. Chris Brown did the same thing, just the other way around. He was too young to be in the NFL, so he Master of Disguise, and how you have Chris Brown. So the dude Chris Brown is not really Chris Brown. That's Chris Brown in disguise. Hey, this is a Cool Cast podcast, the coolest podcast on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be cool out there.